1998. I learned how she had begun making cooking pots with a traditional emerald green glaze loza verde that included pots for cooking beans and comals for tortillas, bowls, dishes, plates, and much more. But by the late 70s, she began to experiment with non-traditional forms, maybe inspired by her visit to a painter-pintor to deliver pots he had purchased, and seeing his work, she began adding animal imagery of iguanas, lizards, pescado, fish, and sirenas, mermaids, and much more. So slowly her work evolved into colorful works of art that had never been produced or seen in her village, Pueblo of Oaxaca. Dolores' drawing on the clay and the creatures she put on her pots made her an original and drew attention to her work from many places in Mexico and elsewhere. I was amazed at what I saw in her studio and came back year after year to see more of her creativity. The Hotel Las Golondrinas, where I stay, has over 30 examples of her work spread around the courtyards, which you will see. Some of her pieces have the simplicity and sophistication of artists like Miro. She is an original, and it is her life, vida, and work that I continually think about and observe. Dolores' life was never easy with raising 11 children. 2 died. She worked all her life from early childhood and married Alfredo at age 17, all the time making her own pottery and sometimes for others, but she can laugh and show such joy in her beautiful face that radiated a light I can't explain. That is why I came back every year to Oaxaca to see my friend and her work. We were heading for Abastos, the huge city market that has everything you might translate as the supply center. It may be as big as 20 square blocks, some in buildings, some under colorful tarps and outdoors. It is truly a carnival for the senses. The colors, the noise level, the smells, the best and to the worst within feet and meters of each other. It is ordered chaos, and it is exciting. There is a structure and order, and different parts are dedicated to different closest things: live animals, beautiful vegetables, giant bags of chiles, meat and fish, zapatas, shoes, baskets made from carrizo, a native bamboo. Some of these baskets, canastas, are huge and are used to bring products to the market and back to the pueblos. It would take years to figure out where everything is located instead of just wandering around los perdidos. Oaxaqueños arrive early in the morning from all over the valley to sell what they have grown or produced. Everyone shops here for everything. It overwhelms the senses to see the amount and variety of what is available and the mass of people moving through this labyrinth of aisles and alleys with constant pushing and crowding of thousands of customers. It is open 7 days a week to serve all the people who live here.
A precio de oferta, de promoción y de propaganda, aquí le venimos a entregar lo que es la auténtica jalea real. Son vitaminas para el cuerpo, para su organismo. La jalea real es una vitamina especialmente para aquellas personas que se sienten débiles. Déjelas a tomar a todas aquellas personas. Ya las tomó.
hace, la ayuda también al señor de aunque van por aquí, algo por ahí.
If Dolores has the whole day to work without interruption, she might build 6 large pots and then decorate them over the next few days. Letitia gets clay to begin decoration of a pot that is in the leather hard stage, meaning the pot is stiff but still has enough water in it to keep the soft sheen appearance, a very nice stage in pottery making. This is an ideal time to apply applique decoration to the surface. It is important to use water and sometimes scratch the clay pot where additional clay is added for the decoration to be sure it will adhere. If the pot is too dry, the applique will fall off. As she works, you can see Letitia expertly apply hand-formed leaves, grapes, and flowers flores. From the time the oil is created till after it has been fired, it will lose about 10% of its original size. In the courtyard, you can see clay soaking in various containers and Alfredo standing by the horno where the pottery is fired. It is made of bricks with a stucco-like layer of clay over the surface, and looking down into the kiln, you can see clay-covered iron pipes that hold the greenware, unfired pottery above the firebox area below. Pieces of broken pots cover about half the floor to keep the flames from directly hitting the pots as they are fired. There is a stoke hole on the outside, down low, where the wood fuel is added during the firing. The heat and flames rise up through the pottery in the stacked kiln during the 3-hour firing. On top of the pots, to create a cover and hold more of the heat from escaping, broken pots are again used, and sometimes sheet metal as well. Most of Dolores's work is fired twice, once to make it durable, and then the color and glaze are applied, and the pots returned to the horno, laying on each other. The first firing, cocinar, which we would call the bisque firing, cools in the kiln. The second glaze firing is different, because when the desired temperature has been reached and the glaze is melted, they have to be removed immediately so that they won't stick together as the glaze cools and gets hard. A special stick with a metal hook on the end is used to remove the extremely hot pieces from the horno.
Dolores, mis 2 hermanas, yo. Ahí estoy yo muy pequeño, la estudiante de Dolores se convirtió en mi madrina, Linda, y Leti muy pequeña también. Dolores ahí tiene una de sus piezas muy famosas.
Pues sí, yo escuchaba que platicaba mi abuelita y mi suegro, pero ellos ya no podían hablar las palabras de zapoteco. Me platicaban que sus abuelos, de ellos lo hablaban bien, pero ya nosotros ya no, ellos también ya no supieron. Pues es muy vieja porque cuando nosotros nacimos, cuando mi abuelita nació, ya se trabajaba.
¿Tu abuelita ya la trabajaba?
Ya.
¿Y
ya.
la mamá de tu abuelita?
La mamá de mi abuela lo trabajaba.
Ah.
Sí. Es muy viejo el trabajo de acá de Oaxaca.
Puras mujeres, por lo que oigo. Entonces,
pura mujer.
Only women.
Aquí trabaja pura mujer y puro así sentado.
And only like that.
Pues pienso que no viene de Monte Albán, nació de Santa María Tzompa porque pues de aquí se van muchas cosas para Monte Albán y los antiguos de antes son los que iniciaron este trabajo. Pues yo aprendí de mis padres, pues. Pero hacía yo pura loza para cocinar. Era loza verde antes.
She made only
pero
green pottery.
Todavía cuando yo me casé con mi esposo, yo me casé de la edad de 17 años.
She got married at 17?
17 años. Y entonces todavía trabajé con él muchos años trabajando la verde.
For
para
many
cocinar.
years she worked the green pottery.
Pero después de ver que nosotros teníamos muchos hijos, yo sola pensé de cambiar de trabajo. Y entonces fue cuando empezamos a cambiar de artesanía y vino una mujer de Monterrey y me dijo, si tú quieres pintar el barro, yo te mando las muestras de pintura. 11 hijos.
11.
11 hijos.
11 hijos.
Sí. De 11 ahorita yo me encuentro con una persona. Porque ya todos son casados.
Ah, bueno.
Ay, mis favoritas son mis sirenas y muchas sirenas y pescados, iguanas y bueno, todo me gusta. No, primero lo traino y lo tendemos en el sol en unos petates ya que esté seco.
¿Por cuántos
seco.
días hasta que seco?
8 días
To get
para
dry.
que lo vuelvan a echar a remojar
And then they put it in the water again.
y se bate
And they
bien batidito
mix and mix.
y se cuela con una tela.
And they
Ya colado con la tela, lo dejamos que se asiente para que agarremos pura la masita.
and they
Somos los pioneros de
Los
esta
pioneros.
artesanía. Sí.
guste.
Me da gusto porque me dan dinero, por eso.
She's happy. She's happy because she gets money.
Sí. Ya viene la lechuza. Ay, Dios mío, se va a morir. Sí, así es. Sí. No, es muy... Le tenemos mucha creencia a esos pájaros. Sí, así es. Y también cuando una persona va a estar enferma, mucho sueño, mucho sueño. Está uno trabajando y el sueño persigue a uno. Sueño, sueño. Tenemos mucha desconfianza porque cuando nos pasa así, de seguro enfermos. Nos da señas las cosas. Tenemos muchas creencias nosotros. Porque también cuando en la loza pasa, uno trabaja mucho y la loza rota.
Sí.
De seguro vamos a tener algún problema, algún trabajo, alguna necesidad. Toda esa creencia tenemos nosotros. Sí, es muy... Los antecesores, los abuelitos, esos nos fueron criando esas creencias y todavía se nos queda algo de recuerdo de ellos.